over gingerbread and make room for a holiday dessert that's a creamy slice of heaven. Take it away, Christy.
Hi, I'm Christy Rost. Creating a holiday dessert guests will remember well into the new year is as easy as today's Christmas chocolate swirl cheesecake with a dark chocolate crust, a decadent filling, and a swirl of chantilly cream. Who needs visions of sugar plums? Preheat the oven to 325 degrees. Crush 30 chocolate cookie wafers or 9 whole chocolate graham crackers in a food processor. Pulse to create fine crumbs. Transfer the crumbs to a medium bowl. Add 1½ tablespoons of sugar and 5 tablespoons of melted butter and stir to mix them well. Pour this mixture into a 10-inch quiche dish and press it with your fingers to cover the bottom and partway up the side of the dish. Bake 10 minutes, then set it aside to cool completely. Now that the chocolate crust has baked and cooled, I have 3 8-ounce packages of cream cheese and 1 cup of sugar that I'm creaming. Just add the rest of the sugar, and then I'll add in, and do this at medium speed, add in 1 tablespoon of flour and 3 eggs, one at a time. You just want to beat just until they're well mixed. I am using medium speed because I don't want to incorporate too much air into this. I want it to be a nice dense cheesecake. So that's the 3 eggs, and now 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. So I mix this just until it's well blended, and that'll just take a couple minutes. Once the batter is smooth, go ahead and transfer it to the chocolate crust that's already nice and cool, but reserve 1/2 cup of the batter at the very end because that's going to be stirred in with chocolate to make the chocolate swirl. Into the 1/2 cup of reserved cheesecake batter, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of semi-sweet chocolate chips that I melted in the microwave. I'm going to stir this together until it's really well blended. In the meantime, I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And then do about 7 or 8 dollops of the chocolate mixture on top of the filling. This is how we're going to create the swirl. Now I take a kitchen knife and I'm just going to draw it very slowly and gently through the batter, being careful not to touch the bottom where the chocolate crust is, because you don't want the chocolate crust getting all through this. Now while I'm doing this, the oven's preheated, 350 degrees. I'm going to bake this for 25 to 30 minutes. And then watch for the edges. They'll brown, but you don't want them to crack. Remove it from the oven, set it aside to cool for 10 minutes. Then put it back in the oven for 5 more minutes until the center is set. At that point, you can take it out of the oven, set it aside to cool, and then chill for several hours or overnight. And then I'm going to garnish it with swirls of chantilly cream and little drizzles of crushed candy cane. Christmas chocolate swirl cheesecake is a festive grand finale for holiday celebrations. And because it bakes in a quiche dish, it's as easy as pie. Merry Christmas. Take care. Bake some joy.
That one sure does look tempting. You can find recipes like Christy's chocolate swirl cheesecake and more on our website. It's ChristyRost.com, and pick up her Celebrating Home cookbook while you're there.